Do you have plans to travel to China as a businessman, as a student, as a tourist? But mainly today, we'll base on business. You're a businessman and you have plans to travel to China. Here I bring you the checklist of what you have to look on as you plan your journey. Thank you for being part of this beautiful family. Thank you for supporting this beautiful family. Thank you, my dear friends. I greet you wherever you are. Hope you had a beautiful evening. I'm your boy, Tony. Thank you for supporting me wherever you are. Please subscribe and turn on that notification bell to like. Now, I bring you different points for you to look on as you plan your journey as a businessman. We'll list them below and look at them. 1. You have to have a real business back home wherever you're coming from. 2. You have to have capital. 3. You have to have a tour or a travel agent. 4. You have to look at transportation. 5. Tour guide. 6. A clearing agent. So in everything that you do, first have a real business, a real product that you believe in, that you know. By the time you reach China, your mind won't move on different products. I've seen this. My first time to come to China, I was confused. I came with a certain amount of money, but reaching in China, I looked at different products, different ideas that I thought by then that would, the moment I take them in Africa, my home country, that would work. But all this led me into a trap. I had not studied the market, I just made a false conclusion, and I ended up buying products that didn't move at all. So I am here to advise you, before you make that journey, zero onto one product that you think you know best, you can market, you can sell in a short period of time. 2. Capital. When I say capital, there are a lot of things that circle into capital. Of course, before you make a journey, you need capital in all this. 1. Capital. Don't reach China and then think of capital. Don't reach China and say, now I need to get a loan here and there. All this will disorganize you at the end of the day. Now, capital, before you travel, you have to look at a hotel. I need to look for a hotel. I need to be, that will lead you into a panic mode. And passing through the airport, immigration, the China immigration, it will also become hard if you don't have proper documentation that includes hotel booking, the factories you're visiting, and so forth. Again, as I go back to the point of a real business, in the real business, I'll throw more light a little. China is over different provinces, different cities. Different provinces produce different products. I'll give you an example. From Shenzhen to Guangzhou, from Guangzhou to Yihu, there is a very big distance from all these cities. I'll give you an example. Shenzhen is a home of technology. People who are looking at buying computers, buying phones, buying software, say it all, technology. They have to look at Shenzhen. People looking at buying textile, shoes, watch, everything, say it all. They look at Guangzhou mainly. People who are looking at larger quantities, 10 to 5 containers, they look at Yihu because it has different decorations, decoration materials, say it all, furniture. They have to look at Foshan. So when you look at all these, they give you the money, it is too low. So the best way is to change the money in $2. In China, when you come with your local currency, they won't take it. what they know is a dollar and their money. Period. And on reaching China, you have to be very keen on the forex exchange, because a lot of fake Chinese money is on the market. Streets, as you move, you have to be very keen, because a lot of fake money is on the market. I hope that point is well driven and understood. A travel agent. Every person thinking of a trip, thinking of doing business, needs a travel agent. In the travel agent, a travel agent will advise you, will tell you what to do. You will do planning with a travel agent. When I say planning, it involves in one, buying an air ticket, planning which proper month for you to travel, planning the days to stay in China. The travel agent will elaborate more of what type of visa for you to get, how many days do you have to stay in, because as a businessman, if you get a business visa, you have to know that in China, within China, you have to stay in for 30 days, and then you do an exit. But then, since the way of living is high, you have to plan and see the better days for you to live in China. Top city or province for you before traveling. Transportation. Transportation is the number 4 on our checklist. Before you travel, you have to know budget, get to know, yes, I'm getting these products, I'm getting these goods, but what means of transport am I going to use to take my goods back home? Am I using water transport? Am I using air transport? What type of goods am I bringing? There are people who come to China 2 weeks, they get their products, they put them in the suitcase, boom, they're on the plane, they disappear with their goods. Now, there are people who have bulky goods, of which they have to first go to their warehouse, they have to, container packing, loading, sealing the container. All these, you have to look onto them before you plan your journey. Identify what transport company you're going to work with. There are different transport companies. There are different transport companies you can use in China. But you have to do better research. Identify different companies. Get to know what better different companies, what rate, what, different transportation companies, different rates. So in all this, when you identify the better transport companies, you'll get to know which you'll work. Mandarin, and few people speak Mandarin and understand Mandarin. And Chinese, little do know English. So, to fit into these people and explain and elaborate to them, one, first, go to your phone, go to your application and upload a translator. That is number 1. 2, on arrival, at first, investing into a tour guide to help you get these markets in different ways, and let him help you settle in China for your first 2 days. And upon your reaching in China, take your time to decide on what to buy and on what to do using this travel agent. And then in the last week, you'd get to know, after settling in, it will be easier for you to travel back to a certain factory, a certain industry, to order for whatever product. But you'd have got that light from a tour guide. So a tour guide is important that you shouldn't leave out of your list. A clearing agent. Now, these 2 points, the reason why I've divided them from the transportation and the clearing agent, they're all big points that a person shouldn't joke with in terms of doing business in China. A clearing agent is very key. You've loaded your products, you've got your receipts. Please, when you're buying your products, don't litter, don't misuse those receipts, those documents. Remember, when you reach your home country, these are the same receipts that they will base on when they are doing the valuation. So a clearing agent will help you evaluate, make you ready, and make you understand all steps on how your goods will be cleared and everything. Please don't forget to subscribe, to turn on that notification bell. Please focus on the list, you won't go wrong. Thank you very much for being part of this family. Please subscribe, turn on that notification bell. I remain your boy, Tony. Thank you very much. God bless you.